Hi everyone, so this video is going to walk you through your final project and then the end will show you some past student examples for your final project. So under lessons, here's the final project folder that contains all of the directions and a font that you have to use. And then here in the week 16 folder is where you will find the Dropbox to turn in your final project files. So in this folder, your final project is due Tuesday, May 9th at 10 a.m. That is the day of our technical final for this class. So everything has to be turned in before 10 a.m. on Tuesday, May 9th. No late submissions, so make sure you try and upload all of the required files ahead of time, because if for some reason Blackboard tells you that your files are too large, there's an extra step you have to take with taking print screens so I can still grade all of your layers. All right, so we're going to start with this PDF right here that talks about the final project requirements. So what you are working on for this final project is you are a film production company. So you need to pick a film production company or you need to make your own. And what do I mean by film production company is, are you Warner Brothers? Are you Paramount? Are you Disney? Are you Dimension Films? Like, who are you? You, again, create your own or pick an existing one. If you pick an existing one, you will have to grab the logo off the internet and then, remove its background if necessary, all of the things. So you're a film production company, so you need to pick that first. Then you are going to be designing a movie poster, a non-working website, and then an animated banner advertising your new movie. You cannot use a movie that already exists. Okay, you cannot use a movie that already exists. So remember, it needs to be non-offensive. This also says sequels are not allowed. Just run your idea by me if you're not sure if it's a sequel or not. And sometimes that ends up being okay. But 99% of the time, you all create your own movies anyways. So you'll be turning in two movie posters, two movie homepages, and two animated banners, meaning you're going to be turning in the JPEGs and the GIFs and the PSD files. This project is worth 200 points. If you choose not to present, you will lose 22 points off of your overall grade. So the required elements. So these have to be in everything, the things that you see under here. And then each item has its own necessary requirements on top of the required elements. So you get dimensions, 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 and then the things that you have to have. Your contributors, the movie credits that you'll see at the bottom of some of the examples I'm going to show you in a minute you do have to use that font that is over here, movie credit font, and then here's the video that walks you through how to use it if you've never downloaded fonts from the internet before to include them. So make sure you have all of your sizes right. You have all of the items that are listed on here under each one, plus the required elements on top of that. And then here are all of the other technical elements that are required. And again, this is your final project. So this is where you really need to hone in on alignment and contrast and repetition and proximity and purpose and making sure the font choices that you make match, the font sizes, all of those things have a purpose and follow CARP in all three of your elements. And then down here on the back, you can see everything that is required. You'll be handing in your checklist. Do not upload it. Needs to be handed in when you present. So then here's the breakdown. PSD and JPEG, PSD and JPEG, PSD and GIF, and then your PowerPoint presentation. And then this walks you through the steps that you have to take if you cannot upload your PSD files. If you cannot upload your PSD files, Blackboard will tell you right away, and then it is going to take some time for you to come over here and follow the directions that are in this instructions on layer print screens. So if you wait until the last minute to upload and your files are too big, you will have to upload whatever you can given the time frame that you allowed yourself. Here's your grading scale. 25% of your grade is on design and CARP, 75% is on technical execution and meeting the requirements. And then this is what you are also graded on: realistic looking compositions. Do some research on movie posters and on websites of your production company that you're using. Nice and clean and lots of detail, and you followed the directions. The other item, this is again pretty much for you. This is the checklist that you'll hand in. Check off all the boxes. You can write all over it, whatever you like to do. The rest of the technical elements are on page 2, along with outlining all of the things that you need to upload, plus outlining your PowerPoint presentation. This is the same PowerPoint presentation you created for your midterm. So if you have that, and you can just replace the JPEGs with these new JPEGs in the GIF and then update CARP. If you want to reuse the same one, that's fine by me. And then this walks you through if you can't upload your PSD files. So again, start working on this. Make sure you're working on it a little each day. There are 3 huge pieces that you need to complete and turn in. And again, here is the font for the movie credit, that movie credits at the bottom of your movie poster that you have to use. There are some final project examples in here, but like I said, I always have past student examples, and I'm going to go ahead and show those to you just so you have something to reference back on. Let me pop over here. So I'm going to start with some of the ones that were turned in recently before I get you into some of the ones that were turned in that are a little older. So here are the movie credit fonts that I was talking about. Sorry, this is being covered up by this. So you can kind of see this. Here's the movie credit font. Pick your movie production company. There you go. Now you can see it. Here's your font that you have to use for the movie credits, and then here's your logo, whether you created your own or you pulled it from the internet, and then here's your rating. And then you need characters, right? Real, fake, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to create your movie poster. So next comes I'll show you the animated banner next. And again, there are certain specific elements that you have to have in these as well. So pay attention to your checklist. It's an advertisement for your movie. So make sure you have all of the required logos, titles, names, all of that good stuff. And then you'll choose how many times you want it to play. And then here is an example of a website. You need to remember keeping your buttons consistent from when we did this back in week 11. All your sub navigation down here at the bottom. Some more search bars. Again, if you want a movie player, you need to draw your own movie player. So here's another movie poster. Again, movie title or the movie credits in the movie font. Whoever your logos are, your production company. If you want to add something extra down here, you can. Make this pretty tight down here, not so it's so far off the edge, but make it tighter. Make sure your movie title stands out. Again, keeping in mind proximity. This is too close to the characters' heads. So move this up some. Here's an animated banner. And then here's the website. Again, these are all drawn by you. Obviously, you can grab, logos if you need them, but the rest of this is all either images or drawn. Most of this is drawn by shapes. Show you this one. You're going to see a couple of themes that are similar to the book covers that were created, and that's totally fine. So here's this one. Website. And then the animated banner. So see how like this is a little more tight down here, and that's fine. You really kind of want your logos though under your movie credits. Don't bring the movie credits all the way down to the bottom, but you have your rating, your titles, your characters. Here's the banner. And then the website. Again, do some research. If you're going to pick Warner Brothers, maybe go check out their website and see what it looks like. Obviously, you can't copy and paste their website, but you can come up with unique ways to create your own website for your movie production company. Show you Baba Yaga. This stuff down here could be lot smaller to allow all of this to stand out. So you could make this a little smaller. But notice how it applies carp straight through. Great alignment, repetition, contrast, proximity. Here's the website. Don't necessarily need to center that. Could be left aligned. And then the banner. All right, I'll show you one more, and then if you all want to see more in class, you can ask and I can show you some different ones that are in class. Movie poster. This is a Hallmark movie. Again, you can use any production company you want, or you can create your own like the one I showed you in the very first example. And then here's the website. And then those are all I'm going to show you. So if you have any questions about any of this, any parts of this project, or you want progress checks, which we will have plenty of time in class coming up for you to take advantage of asking questions and getting help, just let me know.